We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Washington football team. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Throwing again. McDonald, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7. Washington, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On first down, McDonald. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Jets 43-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. McDonald. They'll roll him out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Allen Robinson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And now Washington going to go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. This one caught by Isabella. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Andy Isabella. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Raekwon McMillan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is McDonald. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's McDonald to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to run, but he's got a long... And he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, he's going to look and got his man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Jackson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Number 9.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Flushed out right. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Rolling to his right. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. McDonald. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, it's McDonald. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll let it go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action with Jackson. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the 1st half.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
And 1 at the 8-yard line.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. From the gun, Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now they try the right side here. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jackson eluding the pressure. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
Jackson's pass.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. It's McDonald. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marginal yardage against them.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 43-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Jets 31, Washington 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Raekwon McMillan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, McDonald. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
That ball complete to Isabella. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Play action. Now Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of
a good pickup there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, McDonald. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Washington
from the gun. McDonald into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 16-yard
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Jets 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
New York.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Jets 38. Washington 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Jets.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Younghoe Koo lining up for the...
So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Taken down.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald flush to his right. Now he's going to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 33 yards that time. McDonald sets to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught by Mooney. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Operating from the gun. McDonald eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. From the gun, McDonald. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. McDonald flushed out right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Allen Robinson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
The kick is...
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Jets 38. Washington.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, here's Agnew. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. They go play action with McDonald. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there? You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game. What year was that? 1978. I think it was in November.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Let's go. 58, boys. 58. 58 for Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Jackson to throw. And Davis with it left side. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they? I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense. They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work. That's called being in the zone. So for the Jets, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.